All right. Hello. Welcome to day 49. My name is Jessie Berger, and I'm reading The Art of Focus by Dan Coe. Um, I'm on page 181, and the section is called Become a Builder. Here we go. Thank you for joining me today. When I was learning design, I started by watching endless tutorials on how to use a specific software instead of any other options available. This only led to getting stuck in tutorial hell. Learning the principles of design would have been the traditional route, but even that may leave you with an endless thirst for information collection without application. When it came time to put my skills to the test in the real world, I knew nothing. I was forced to supplement what I was building with specific tutorials if I wanted to see any meaningful progress. I had wasted weeks of time learning just to end up at ground zero. Once I realized how much I retained from learning in accordance with a real-world project, I switched to this method exclusively. If I wanted to learn how to build a website, I wouldn't start learning first. I would outline a project, pull inspiration from a project that I admire, and seek specific knowledge from beginner to advanced in a way that allowed me to apply the information immediately. That way I was forced to encounter struggle from the very start. I prime my brain. Sorry, a coffee here. All right. I prime my brain to receive an immediate lesson through my specific research. Once I find the solution to the problem, I get a quick win and start to build momentum into the rest of the project. Most people learn and learn and learn just to start over when it comes time to build, because they realize that everything they've learned has no direct use in the project they began. They don't have a goal-specific lens to interpret their learnings from. Success is a game of intelligent imitation, and that's exactly what this process allows us to do. If you want to truly learn, theory must brush up against reality. Start, then learn. Self-experimentation. The only way to solve your own problems for good is through self-experimentation. People forget that their minds are infinitely unique. Yes, our genetic code is rather similar, but the billions of bits of information you processed in your lifetime are radically different from others. Every bit was processed in a microscopic crevice of reality at a different time and with prior bits of information that influenced how the next situation will be perceived. Most people can't leverage this fact because they aren't conscious of the often prolonged cause and effect of their choices. Instead, they mimic the latest haircut because it may attract a tasteful mate, or they chase after what's hot, flashy, or new because everyone else is. In business, relationships, career development, and anywhere else you need to stand out, the minor distinctions are what give you an advantage. Solving problems in your own way is how you stand out in a world of copycats. Self-experimentation is the opposite of blind trust in a theory, guru, or belief system. It is the only way to discover what truly works for you and your infinitely unique needs. For any given problem, there are dozens of options available to you to solve it. Internalize this, because people are naturally indecisive. They have difficulty opening their focus beyond their problems to find a solution that, when they do, they get overwhelmed to the point of doing nothing. If you have relationship problems, you can go on a retreat to contemplate, hire a therapist, or try to work it out directly with your partner. No single option is the best until you piece together a solution that works, but even that can't be preached as law to others with a similar problem. Most of the time, you won't choose just one of the techniques, but a combination of parts from trying them all. That is how you create a novel solution to your own problems that advances progress within that industry. If you have money problems, you can try creating a budget, starting a side business, or improving your skill set to get a higher paying job. As you explore different options, you may find that all of them help. Rather than seeing your money problems as something that can be solved in one go, you realize that the solution is in changing minor facets of your lifestyle. If you have health issues, you can try fad diets like veganism, carnivore, or keto just to learn that the big picture principles of nutrition are all the same. From that enlightened state, you can create the perfectly unique diet plan that you can adhere to for life, while most regain their weight immediately after stopping the diet. If you have self-esteem issues, you can start running, bicycling, or lifting weights. The danger is getting trapped in one ideology rather than pulling truth from all. With self-experimentation, you are aiming to create a sustainable system that is conducive to your vision for the future. As your system becomes more efficient with time and mental energy, that problem ceases to bother you, and you can invest your focus in problems that require a higher degree of creativity. To understand this process of systemization, let's look at a bodybuilder. Their goal is to build and retain the most muscle mass possible. To do so, they go through bulking and cutting cycles. When they bulk, they slightly overconsume calories to put the body in a muscle building environment. They will inevitably gain some unwanted body fat. We can think of this as the self-experimentation process. During the bulk, they reach a threshold. They gain enough body fat to the point of not liking how they look, feeling slow and sluggish, and having trouble eating the right amount of food. When they cut, they slightly underconsume calories to put the body in a fat loss environment, hopefully one that retains the muscles they've built underneath. They may lose some muscle, but they should achieve a new peak physique by the time the cut is over. We can think of this as systemization. When you pursue a new goal and a problem presents itself, you try multiple options to find a solution. You may not find the exact solution immediately, but you will pick up a lot of useful information. At some point, you bite off more than you can chew. You start to feel overwhelmed because of the mental fat you've gained. Many are familiar with this cyclical period in their lives where they feel lost or anxious. Ooh. That's it for today. So if you want to hear more, join me tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon or evening. Take care.